Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your Radio 2 classes. This is lesson 69 of the 84 lessons that we're going to be doing together. And we're going to be taking this portion of the lecture from your Next Level Radio textbook, chapter 6. And today we're going to be focusing on paid media. However, since this is the last lesson, I want to make sure that we understand all three of the media that we have in radio. So, we first spoke about owned media. We then spoke about earned media. And today we're going to be chatting about paid media. At the end of the lesson, I'm going to tie them all in together so that you're able to get the difference. Again, a very short part of radio, but I think a very crucial part, especially when it comes to the money of the radio station. Let's get straight into it. Paid media. For bigger campaigns, stations may allocate a portion of the marketing budget to co-marketing activities. Co-marketing is when two brands form a medium-term exclusive alliance to support a single message through a shared campaign. The intention is to pool marketing resources and for the station to take a portion of the value of the sales in order to execute the integrated campaign and implement paid digital media. The station can utilize the budget to purchase pay-per-click campaigns or place promoted posts on, for example, Twitter or Instagram. They can also use the budget to buy social media advertising space as per the strategy and targets set up with the client. The images on the next page offers an idea of the number of different types of digital media options clients can buy. For a radio station to sell exposure on their own digital media platforms, they will draw up a social media content plan. Once this is approved by the client, it can be executed as per timing plan by the social media community manager or digital marketing representative with that station. So let's take a look at this image. You can turn to your Next Level Radio textbook on pages 357 to 358. Let's take a look at that. The following table is an example of a radio station digital rate card and offers an idea of the number of different types of digital media options a client can buy. If a radio station sells exposure on their own digital media platforms, they will draw up a social media content plan. Once this is approved by the client, it can be executed as per timing plan by the social media community manager or digital marketing representative within the station. An example of this can be seen in the below figure, which demonstrates a content plan over a period of 1 week for a beauty services brand, Fondant. Notice how the content plan treats content differently across the different social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also notice how the digital media platforms post different things on the same day to keep the messaging of the brand in line with the audience's habits and trends on the different platforms, while still being consistent with the brand and its objectives. It is important to note that in as much as a radio station can have multiple platforms for their social media, not all their audiences behave the same on those social media platforms, and not all of their audiences prefer the same content. So it could vary depending on the platform. So let's look at the integrated campaigns. What can you get for a Facebook post with a community size of 330,000 followers plus? You can get a post for 5,000 Rand. The station uses paid digital media to boost posts for optimal performance. For Twitter posts with a community size of 980,000 plus, 7,000 per post, station uses paid digital media to boost posts for optimal performance. Instagram posts for a community of 68,000 will cost 4,000 per post. And again, the station uses paid digital media to boost posts for the optimal performance. Instagram story with a community size again of 68,000. Remember, a story is very different from a post. It expires after a certain amount of time. For 3 posts with 15-second segments, we'll pay 3,000 Rand. This is graphics-based posts provided by the client Should a presenter or DJ be used, posts must be related to the show that the campaign is running on. No personal endorsements by the presenter or the DJ. A YouTube post with a community of 4,500 plus, 3,500 Rand a post. Again, the station uses paid digital media to boost posts for optimal performance. Video production, 25,000 Rand production costs. Terms and conditions for the video production availability on request. Requires the video to be conceptualized with a YouTube channel production team. Let's look at the general terms and conditions. Posts can be used for pre, during, and post-campaign awareness. Posts can be purchased once off or in bundles at the discretion of the client, brand, or agency based on the needs of the campaign. Content schedules must be discussed and confirmed with the social media community manager prior to the commencement of the campaign. All artwork must be provided by the agency, the client, or the brand and approved by the social media community manager. All copy, which is the writing, must be signed off by both the social media community manager and the agency, brand, or client 1 week prior to the commencement of the campaign, including relevant hashtags and their handles. Replies, mentions, queries, and comments related to the campaign will be dealt with by the social media community manager for as long as the campaign is on air. Once the campaign is off air, the responsibility will lie with the client or brand agency. Where applicable, as outlined earlier, media will be purchased to boost posts and the target audience will be discussed and agreed upon with the client, brand, or media. Where applicable, as outlined earlier, media will be purchased to boost posts and the target audience will be discussed and agreed upon with the client, brand, or agency. PowerSpot digital posts are available upon request at the discretion of the station and the DJ or presenter requested. All right, let's look at the digital campaigns. What do you get? Top shelf for 75,000 Rand is what you'll pay. xfm.co.za competition per page with the different types of posts. These are the bundle purchases that you will be getting for Facebook, for Twitter, or for Instagram. The station will then use paid digital media to boost posts for optimal performance. Middle shelf comes in at 51,000, and that's the bundle that you get there. And again, the station uses paid digital media to boost posts for optimal performance. There's a Rack City for 19,000 Rand, obviously less posts. There's also a Party Pack for 38,000 Rand, which consists of quite a number of items. Then there is a bespoke campaign, a tailor-made solution for your brand based on the objectives, the budget, and the nature of your business. This is individually quoted and case studies can be provided upon request. What are the general terms and conditions? No single post can be purchased. Should the available package not suit the client, brand, or agency, a bespoke package can be tailor-made. Requirements of the digital campaign must be discussed and confirmed with the social media community manager and can be workshopped with the client. Content schedules must be discussed and confirmed with the social media community manager prior to the commencement of the campaign. All artwork must be provided by the client, brand, or agency and approved by the social media community manager. All artwork guidelines will be provided by the station. All copy must be signed off by both the social media community manager and the client, brand, or agency 1 week prior to the commencement of the campaign, including relevant hashtags and handles. Replies, mentions, queries, and comments related to the campaign will be dealt with by the social media community manager for as long as the campaign is on air. Once the campaign is off air, the responsibility will lie with the client, brand, or agency. Where applicable, as outlined, media will be purchased to boost posts. The target audience will be discussed with client, brand, or agency. PowerSpot digital boosts are available upon request at the discretion of the presenter or DJ requested. PowerSpot digital rates. This is when station presenters amplify social media campaigns on their own social media platforms. Here's what you can get. Top tier influencer, 7,500 Rand per post. The details are presenters will be sourced through the station. The DJ approval is required. The presenter or DJ has the right of refusal as well. Middle tier influence is 5,000 Rand per post. Lower tier influence is 2,500 Rand per post. The general terms and conditions are that each repost and campaign must be discussed on an individual basis with the suggested influencers. The station will propose which influencers to approve based on the nature of the campaign. The presenter or DJ has a right of refusal and can decide not to enter into an agreement with the client, brand, or agency. The content that is posted by the presenter or DJ will be discussed with the client, brand, or agency prior to the agreement commencing. The station cannot be held liable for the performance of the post or influencer account. Let's take a look at table 9.4, an example of a radio station's integrated and digital rate card. There is the theme over there for Facebook. You've got your copy written as well and some of the images that could be used. You've also got the same for your Twitter and your Instagram. Please make sure that you go through it in order for you to understand how the integrated and digital rate cards work. Let's look at example 6D from page 233 in your next level radio textbook. Example 6D, paid media. The following figures demonstrate how paid media in a popular newsletter would work. In this fictional scenario, oakleaf.com has an industry email newsletter that offers space for paid advertisements. The space is bought by advertising agencies such as Nessa Ultimate. In figure 6.5, an advertising agency called Thumbprint Marketing has paid for advertising in an oakleaf.com newsletter. The newsletter appears in a subscriber's inbox. If a subscriber is interested in the content, they can click on the advert, which will redirect them to the Thumbprint Marketing site for more information. Figure 6.5 provides information about how to advertise in the oakleaf.com newsletter. The red text is clickable content and leads to the website pages where you must provide the required information in order to be able to advertise in the newsletter. There is your figures on the following pages. Let's look at the following link. This link is fantastic in helping you discover the differences between earned media, owned media, and paid media in marketing. There's a figure over there to show you how they are well integrated. But let's look at what they actually mean. We've done this in class, but we'll go through it again. What is earned media? Definition. Earned media is publicity or exposure gained from the methods other than paid advertising. If owned media sites are the destination, then earned media is the vehicle that helps people get there. What good is a website or social media site if no one is seeing or interacting with it? That's where the earned media comes in. Earned media is essentially online word of mouth, usually seen in the form of viral tendencies, mentions, shares, reposts, reviews, recommendations, or content picked up by third-party sites. One of the most effective driving forces of earned media is usually a combination of strong organic rankings on the search engines and content distributed by the brand. First page rankings and good content are typically the biggest drivers of earned media. What is owned media? The definition is owned media is any web property that you can control and is unique to your brand. One of the most common examples of owned media is a website, although blog sites and social media channels are other examples of owned media properties too. Channels like social media and blogs are extensions of your website, and all three are extensions of your brand as a whole. Simply put, owned media encompasses various types of media that you, your company, have control over. The more owned media you have, the more chances you have to extend your brand presence in the digital sphere. Now let's look at paid media. Simply put, the definition of paid media is marketing you pay for. Holistically, it is used to promote content in order to drive earned media, as well as direct traffic to owned media properties. Paying to promote content can help get the ball rolling and create more exposure. Social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn offer paid media advertising that could potentially help boost your content as well as your website. Another way to gain more exposure for your content is to pay influencers to rep your products or services, impacting the reach and recognition your pieces receive. Retargeting, pay per click, and display ads are effective examples of paid media and more direct ways to drive searches to your own media sites, like your website, to help increase traffic and or conversions. So please make sure you click on that link and you read through just to have a good understanding of what the different types of media are. For your homework, which I will do with you right now, is to answer activity 6B on page 235. I don't want you to only answer the paid media section. I want you to do all three, simply because we've gone through it, and I want you to be able to understand what all three of these mean. All right, so let's look at activity 6B, question 1. Provide short-term definitions of owned, earned, and paid media in your own words. Let's look at what the textbook is providing us with when it comes to this particular activity. Owned media is media that the radio station's brand can control and the media that is shared in the station's voice. Owned media also implies that all media output belongs to the station. Earned media is media that the station's brand is unable to control because it is media used by listeners and other parties outside of the direct control of the radio station. These people are considered third parties by the radio station. Earned media includes word-of-mouth advertising and commentary that individuals publish online on their own media platforms. Paid media is the investment made by the radio station's marketing team, where a portion of the station's marketing budget is invested into promoting certain types of content on certain platforms. The aim of buying media online is to gain a wider reach for owned media content and to drive more traffic to that owned media. Paid media is within the control of the radio station, but is only able to serve it as far as budget and a good strategy will take it. The next question is question 2, which is match the following media types in column A with their correct examples in column B. What is owned media? Is it a listener tweeting that they love the song playing right now on KFM? Is it a sponsored Instagram post promoting a clothing competition that Metro FM is running? Or is it a radio station uploading a video of their breakfast show team competing in a charity challenge on their YouTube channel? I think it's quite obvious. Owned media is number 3. What is earned media? Is it a listener tweeting that they love the song playing right now on KFM? Is it a sponsored Instagram post promoting a clothing competition that Metro FM is running? Again, I think this is quite clear because it is a listener on their own accord tweeting that they love a song that is playing on the station. And paid media is, of course, a sponsored Instagram post promoting a clothing competition that Metro FM is running. Why? Because that word sponsored becomes quite crucial. Consider the following fictional scenario. DJ Dizzy is a presenter on a radio station and a well-known television personality, DJ and music producer. He's also very active on Twitter. Explain under what circumstances DJ Dizzy's tweets could be regarded as paid media, earned media, and owned media. And I think that with this example, it will be quite clear and easy for you to differentiate between the 3 types of media. Let's look at the answers. When an advertiser or brand comes directly to DJ Dizzy with a product or service they would like him to promote on his personal social media accounts, this can be categorized as paid media. His tweets, posts, and shares about information regarding that product or service on his social media feeds are paid media outputs. Why? Because an advertiser is coming to him directly and is saying that they would like for him to promote their product on his social media. When DJ Dizzy offers his support for or an opinion of a brand, company, or individual on his social media platform, or simply likes or reposts their message online without accepting money for those posts, then he's delivering an earned media output to the brand, company, or individual that he is talking about. So this he's done on his own accord, giving props to a brand. He wasn't forced, but just felt some kind of need to post about it. When DJ Dizzy shares his views or post content on his own making on any platform that he controls, such as his personal website, apps, or social media, then he's utilizing owned media. The message he's sharing is not paid for, but is on a platform, his account, that he can control and on which he shares content in his particular voice. So I think that that is nicely simplified for you in order for you to know the differences amongst the 3 So when it's owned media, you have full control over it. It is your own voice of the station. When it is earned media, it's almost like positive affirmation due to word of mouth, right? So other parties speak about you well as a station. And when it's paid media, it's when advertisers come to you and want to pay you so that you're able to promote their brand and sometimes integrate your radio presenters in the campaign as well. I think that with that, this has become quite an easy part of radio to understand the three types of media. I do hope they make sense. If they don't, please make sure that you contact me in our Radio 2 WhatsApp group. If you want to contact me privately, you can send me a WhatsApp DM or you can email me at nonhlanhla@boston.co.za. There is a previous lecture that's been done on this. I think it is useful for you to go through it as well. Otherwise, in the next lesson, we'll look at imaging production, a very exciting lecture. I know I say this about everything that we do in radio, but really it is exciting and I think a crucial part in radio. I will see you guys on Monday so that we can dissect what imaging production is. Otherwise, for me, it's over and out.